Yo, 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 what's up, Cowboys Nation? Hoodie Kush back with the Basement Boys. Took a couple days off. Last week wasn't really much going on. Last week of voluntary OTAs. Now we're in week one. In fact, the only week of mandatory OTAs. And from what I've been seeing, hearing, listening to, things are looking up. I mean, um, first, before I start, let me let me give a shout out to my guy, angry Cowboys fan. He lost his brother today. It's a tough one. I know what it feels to lose a sibling. I know what it feels to lose a parent. I know what it feels to lose, and we all have lost something or someone in our lives that shakes us to the core. And I just want him to know that my prayers are with him. I texted him earlier, just to just to you know just to be there for him. You know what I'm saying? Like, this content creation space isn't just us being content creators. It's us being a family. You know what I'm saying? And we got to ride together. When things are down, you need somebody there to pick you up. On top of that, it is Men's Mental Health Awareness Month. So if there's anything we need now, like as far as men, we need that someone we can talk to, or those someones we can talk to. We It's not just, again, like I said, man, it's not just all about Cowboys. You know what I mean? This is about life. Because life continues to life regardless. And I just want him to know that he's not alone. And he's a good dude. I respect the hell out of him. I look at him like a brother, a mentor, a person that I can really gravitate towards. Been a fan of his day one. I'm saying, and that ain't gonna stop no time soon. So rest in peace, Big Rick. You know, you'll always be missed, but never forgotten. You heard? All right. So now that we got that out the way, let's talk about this connection that people are talking about with. You know what? Hold up, hold up. I got to speak on something, man. I got to speak on something because I got mixed feelings from other people. You know what I'm saying? Close people that I talk to. I don't just go sharing my business with everybody, my beefs or whatever. I I haven't been doing this very long. A couple of shorts here, a couple of videos. I mean, I don't. I'm not big. I got 27 subscribers. 27. I'm in this space. I'm a nobody. In this space, I'm a nobody. I'm more known for being in live chats and commenting what I comment. You know what I'm saying? And if people gravitate towards that, they gravitate towards that. Thank you to the 27 subscribers. But something has to be said, man. I don't want to throw dirt on nobody. I don't want to try to make somebody, feel like I'm coming for their head, even though they blatantly came for mine by name, by name. You know what I'm saying? This is, and the crazy part is, I don't even know you like that. I've never met you a day in my life. I haven't met any of these content creators. Not one of them in real life. I've been on lives with a few. That's angry. That's sports junkie. Those are the guys I've been on. I call in. I call into laws. You know what I'm saying? I call in the skies. You know what I'm saying? Like, I call in. I don't mind sharing my input. I mean, I may be wrong, maybe right. It's not about right or wrong. It's about just, everybody has their opinion. But this one really, really did something to me because I never, I never stopped riding with somebody. You know what I'm saying? Like, I believe in giving people chances. So about a week ago, last week I was on, doing my normal fan thing. You know what I'm saying? Rocking with my Cowboys, content creators, the team. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what I do. And I was on AOC's live stream, and He felt the need to apologize to people if he's offended someone, but only the real ones. Only the real ones. Apparently, the rest of us are fake. You know. So um, he called me out by name. I said to him, I said, listen, bro, you ain't got to apologize. Don't apologize for being you. You've gotten this is, I'll admit, this has been AOC since day one. This has been AOC since day one. And his channel grew. Channel grew. Obviously, people gravitate towards it. So his channel grew. I was a fan. I'm not gonna lie. From the Dak attack to attack on Cowboys, I was a fan. Did I agree with every view that he had? No. That you don't agree with 100% of anybody and what they say. You don't because your opinions may be different. His opinions are different. That don't mean we got to agree all the time. The one thing we do agree on is we want this team to get better. So I say, bro, you don't gotta apologize for being you. I mean, I rock with you. You know what I'm saying? Oh nah, the basement. I seen you in other streams, and you call yourself a real one. You don't love me, man. Y'all the fake ones. So how I interpreted that was I was having issues with a certain content creator. You're on their streams, bigging them up, but not tearing me down. But then you come on my live stream to pay homage. You're a content creator. I don't know none of you dudes from Adam. The only way I know you was from content creation. That's the only way I know you. I was always under the assumption that if a man has an issue with another man, then that's that man's problem, not mine. I rock with both of y'all. I'm a neutral party. I'm Switzerland. I'm a neutral party in all this. But to call me out by name, among other people, even though he was trying to group it all together, but I'm not dumb. I read between lines. You know what I'm saying? To call me out by name did something to me. Here's why. The night before or 2 nights before then, I hit up 4 different content creators. I hit up Law, I hit up CFT, I hit up AOC, and I hit up J Tuck. I called in the J Tuck show. He also told me the same thing. Yo, bro, just get at me. I got you. You know what I'm saying? I got you. Tips, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Me personally, I'm not looking for a handout. I don't want physical help in boosting my creation space. I don't want physical help. I want tips. I want to learn how to do this like the big dogs. And I know that's going to take time. This is not an overnight thing. I haven't heard back. Like I called in the law, and I got law. I got law's information, and I sent him my information. We talk, you know what I'm saying, but we haven't talked about that part yet. You know what I'm saying? I hit up CFT. One thing that we all have to understand is in this space, this is all well and good. This is all well and good. We're here to give you the best information that we can. We're here to make you laugh, give you the entertainment that you're seeking, help you escape from the everyday living. But at the same time, just like the regular folk or folk like myself, just like me, just like folks like me, we got lives. We have lives outside of this. You know what I'm saying? This isn't a job for me. This is close to a passion. This is close to a passion for me because this is something that I've always wanted to do. So now that I'm trying to put my best foot forward, I have one who's trying to tear me down without tearing me down. No, that's not true because it's like he's trying to tear me down. Let's just be honest. You know what I'm saying? How can you call somebody fake that you don't know? Because I'm in another man's live stream? Because I'm in another content creator's live stream? I'm on everybody's live stream. Everybody's. I'm on everybody's page. I'm on everybody's. You'll see it, the Basement Boys or Hoodie Kush 81. And I'll say the same thing. What's goody, y'all, gentlemen? Hoodie in the building. Every time. Every time. So you know I'm there. You know I'm there. But to call me fake because of that, it's asinine. It's asinine. So I had to be done with it. Like Law said something today. to a pigeon named Erica. Be where you're celebrated, not tolerated. To be honest, I, like so many others, have tolerated the antics of one AOC. We've tolerated those antics. I didn't celebrate it. There was no reason to celebrate. I'm not going to celebrate immaturity. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to celebrate immaturity when, at the drop of a hat, you can sit there and turn on people who rocked with you from the beginning when you were just Dak Attack. You know what I'm saying? I could have took that little beef that y'all had, you and Law had, and spun it in a way where I'd be attacking AOC, or I could attack Law. I could do that. Here's the crazy part, right? Law hasn't gotten back to me yet about the whole content creation thing, but AOC was at least able to reach back out and share with me some tips. That's the crazy part. That's the crazy part. I look at these dudes. I look at the CFTs, the J Tucks, the Foots, the Kings, the Two Eyes. Shit, even Two Eye. I watch girls talk, boys talk, the break, talking. Bruh, I look at all these people who are doing this, who are in this space, who have been doing it longer than me. I look at these guys as if they are mentors. I do. I'm 43 years old. I'm probably older than most of these dudes. I'm probably older than all of them. But I'm not too proud to say that I don't know something. Shotty's the oldest head coach, the oldest coach on his staff. But he did not hire dudes to be under him. He hired the smartest men in the room, in their spots, in their perfect. What am I going to do? Sit here and act holier than thou? Act as if I don't need help? Everybody needs a hand. I don't want a hand out, but do do I want to be able to reach out to my cohorts? Do I want to be able to reach out to my fellow colleagues, my fellow content creators for some tips? Yeah, they've been doing this longer than me. They're more successful than I am right now. So there is absolutely no reason why I should be sitting here too prideful, because pride comes before the fall. I'm not going to sit here too prideful and say, nah, I can do this shit by myself. No, I can't. No, I couldn't get the job I had by myself. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of things people can't do by themselves. So when you reach out to people for that mentorship, for that little nugget, for that small little piece of that tidbit of information that could propel you, to help propel you to a space where you are where they are, and you're able to go beyond that, even still, there's nothing wrong with that. But to sit here and make a claim like I'm being fake because I am also on other people's channels is wild to me. It's insanely wild. Because you have an issue, that's your problem. That is a you problem, bro. I even said in the little joint that I said, bro, I'm more than, you know what? I got one for you. I'll read it for you. I'll read it for you. No, I can't even read it for you because I got rid of it. Like, bruh, I'm looking at you as if you're a mentor. I am more than willing to learn. I don't want a handout. I don't need you to help me financially. I can do this. All I need is tips, tricks to the trade, something that's going to help me propel myself. You were forthcoming with the information. I'm trying to apply it. And still, no, I don't have the glitz and the glam, the borders and the intro music and the soundboard. I'm doing this off my work computer because I was so eager to get started. I'm so eager to move forward in this space. So to have somebody that you reached out to, that you, let's be honest, I looked up to the bull because, again, in this space, he's successful. In this space, there's no guarantee that he's more successful than me in life. I know his story. He spoke on it. My story is I slept in the snow. I know what it feels like to be broke. I know what it feels like. I did prison time. I am not an angel. I am not the perfect shining example of somebody who went to school for broadcasting and this and that and that and this, and now I'm making it happen. No, bro, my show, my platform is called The Basement Boys, meaning we are starting from the bottom. We are coming out of the mud. I don't have the glitz and the glamour yet. I don't have that yet. I want to learn how to acquire it. I want to learn how to use it in order to broaden my page, in order to broaden my channel, in order to give you guys the best possible information that you need, along with my opinions. Not everybody shares in your opinions, but to shit on somebody who's more than willing to humble himself to reach out to you specifically, because I reached out to Law and he's more than willing. I reached out to CFT, and I'm pretty sure if he had a phone line and I called him, he'd have been on my phone later talking about, yo, bro, this is how we're going to do this. J Tuck, if I go ahead and hit J Tuck right now, I'm sure J Tuck will find time to at least be on a conference call to say, all right, bro, this is how you got to do this. This is how you got to do that. You got to blah 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 blah. And I take it. I would take it. But to sit here and shit on somebody who in this space is lesser than you, to try to make me feel as if I'm unworthy of this space, it's pretty messed up. It's pretty messed up. I hold no ill will toward the ball. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't even want to give it any more life. You know what I'm saying? It sucks that whatever he's going through or whatever he's going through in the past with whatever content creator, it's gotten to this. You would think that us as men could be more mature about it. Us as men can find a common consensus with each other. Like, hey, look, I know you do this and do that, but if you want to rock with me, I would prefer that. Okay, but what you prefer isn't the reality. That's why it's called a preference. That's why I prefer to be 175 pounds. Guess what reality tells me? I'm 274. 6'4", 274. I'm not going to get my height. I would prefer to have my high school body back. That's not happening. That's not happening without a lot of hard work. I would prefer to have 100,000 followers. I would prefer to have 100,000 subscriptions. But I am just starting out from the mud. I am just starting. So if I'm reaching out to you, I'm reaching out to you genuinely as a humble person, asking for an opportunity to be mentored into this space. So that way I'm not walking in it blind. So that way I'm able, just like you and like so many others, to give the people exactly what they want. Okay. That's pretty much all I got to say about it. Like I said, I'm not going to sit here and bash the bull and go off on a tangent. I think I've spoken volumes on it just in this small 4 or 5 minutes. I really don't want to give it any more life. So I mean, if you got an issue, hit me on next. You know what I'm saying? I don't really care. Excuse me, I'll take a drink. All right. Back to the content. Back to the content. They're talking about this connection with CeeDee Lamb and with George Pickens and Dak Prescott. Here's what makes this so prevalent. Here's what makes this more exciting, because Dak was able to have a great connection with Tyrus Billy Johnson. Dak was able to have a good connection with TJ Vasher. Dak was able to have a good connection with almost any wide receiver. Noah Brown, Cedric Wilson. You know what I'm saying? Like almost any other receiver that comes in here, Dak is able to do something for. You know what I'm saying? He's able to work with them. I don't think you can look at it like, oh man, Dak got a he got a crazy receiver core. I think you can look at it like George Pickens got a quarterback now. I think that's how you got to look at it. I don't think you got to look at it like Dak is going to do X, Y, and Z because he finally has another receiver to go with his star receiver. So now you have star one, star two, or star one, star one. You know what I'm saying? Both 5-star guys. You know what I'm saying? I think it's George is going to have one of the craziest years because he's got an actual quarterback. Jalen Tolbert's going to have a crazy year because he doesn't have to worry about the twos. He already knows what Dak can do. He don't got to worry about the one cornerback or the two cornerback. He's picking on threes. He's picking on on linebackers. You know what I'm saying? So while everybody is downplaying Dak Prescott's injury and downplaying Dak Prescott's career, I'm going to stand on the table and say, finally, George Pickens has a quarterback. He has somebody who's steady, reliable, cool. He could put Dak doesn't throw too many bad balls. He doesn't. He doesn't. He's probably one of the most accurate quarterbacks in the league. That's one. And if you don't believe me, you can look it up. Like, who led the league in tight window completions over the past 3 to 4 years? I'll tell you, it's Dak Prescott. Which means the receiver is getting such minute separation. Dak still gets the ball there on time, accurately. So at least the wide receiver can make the grab, make the reception. That's what that means. Tight window throws. He throws in between double coverage and still is completing the pass. He's throwing in between triple coverage and is still completing the pass. So who's going to benefit more from having George Pickens? George Pickens, because George Pickens has a quarterback. Who's going to benefit more from having Dak Prescott? Dak Prescott, because Dak Prescott gets the benefit from having not only CD Lamb but George Pickens, and you can intertwine. I already said it before. I'll say it again. I'm calling it the wide receiver 3 by committee. You have 3 dudes on this team, and the wide receivers, 4 if you want to get technical, if you really want to look at it that way. You got 4 dudes on this team who can really make noise against number 3 corners and linebackers. Ryan Flournoy, Jonathan Mingo, Jalen Tolbert, and Kavontae Turpin. We already know what KT can do. KT, you give him a slant, he's gone. Especially across that middle, he's gone. He is gone. You give JT a slant over the middle on a linebacker, on a third, on your slot corner, he's probably going to win. If you have 3 big bodies in CD Lamb, George Pickens, and Jonathan Mingo, pick your poison. I feel bad for you. I do. I feel bad for you. Same thing when it comes to Ryan Flournoy, because he's a big body, 6'1", 215. Yeah, it's a big boy. That is a big dude. But the X factor that everybody's missing is, even with, say you had the wide receiver 3 by committee, even with those guys, they're not even the third option. Let's be honest. They're not the third option. Dak likes what? In fact, I'll premise this question with this question. What is the biggest target for any quarterback in the league, any successful quarterback in the league? Tight end. Jake Ferguson is going to have a crazy year. He's going to have a crazy year because literally all he has to do is go up the field and sit down. That's all he has to do. He's going to have at least 70 receptions this year. 70 receptions. I'm calling it now. Because all he literally has to do is 5 to 10 yards up the field and sit down. Unless you're running crossers, then he's just going to smack the seams up. So the third receiver isn't necessarily your third option. I want to be honest, the running back's probably not even your third or your third option. Your number 3 receiver probably won't even be the 4th option. That'll be your running backs. I'm going to be honest. So it doesn't hurt to have a plethora of choices, a plethora of options. It doesn't hurt. Well, I'm just looking forward to seeing what we got, man. I really am. Saw a video today. Uh, they want to know who won. Michael Parsons and Sam Williams wanted to see who had the fastest get off. I'm going to be honest. If you watch it, Micah got him. Micah got him. It was a split second, but Micah got him. He got him. He got him. Just how I like to do it is I won't look at both of them. I'll look right in between them, and that'll tell me everything I need to know. If I'm focusing on, like, you got two guys here, but I'm focusing on the center, I can see both. I can see both, and Micah got him. Micah got him. I love Slam Williams. I want to see what he brings to the table this year. I think Slam Williams is probably an X factor on the defense, especially on the edge. Um, as long as he gets his penalties under control and on special teams, I think he will be vital to this defense, to the at least the defensive line. I think he's going to be vital. Just like I believe personally, your two young DTs are going to be extremely vital as well. Who's going to spell Mozzie? Or ask yourself this: who is Mozzie going to spell? Do I want Mozzie to succeed? Hell yeah. I want every player on this team to succeed. They deserve it. They earned it. They earned their right to play this game. Don't nobody come in the league and just be garbage unless you're Daniel Jones. But don't nobody come in this league and just be garbage. You have to have something to get you here. And Mozzie has something that got him here. Can he take advantage of it? If not, then maybe one of these younger guys can take advantage of it. And if they do, then it'll be Mozzie spelling them. Mozzie will be the depth piece, the rotational piece. I think he's a rotational piece now. I mean, you want to keep your front seven. You want to keep your front seven fresh all the time. And if you look at Flus, Flus is notorious. He wants a rotation. He wants a constant rotation. So that way, that offensive line of whoever we're playing is going to get a steady dose of freshness coming at them. A steady dose. There won't be a drop off. That's what you want. That's what you want. So it all depends on what Mozzie does. Does Mozzie step it up? I think this is year 3, year 4. I think it's year 3. Yeah, I think it's year 3. Does Mozzie step it up year 3? Does Mozzie really take the bull by the horns, or does he just sit and be complacent? Because again, man, if you're complacent, if you're just standing still, you got two fresh young bulls. They moving forward. I promise you, they are moving forward. So don't sit stagnated, bro. Do not sit stagnated. Stagnation is the cousin to regression. Real talk. You want to progress. Keep moving forward. Chop them feet, bro. Chop them feet. Because I wish nothing but the best for you. I don't wish nothing but the best for Terrence Steele, Tyler Guyton, Cooper Beebe, Tyler Booker, Tyler Smith. You know what I'm saying? The guys that we brought in, so Sadiq Charles. You know what I'm saying? Like Anjawari, Alani Anjawari or whatever his name. I believe that's his name. Like, I want nothing but the best for these guys. Brock Hoffman, TJ Bass, even Matt Will. Let's go. I don't know what's up with that guy. But yeah, even Matt Will. Let's go. I wish nothing but the best for these guys. I want to see them all succeed. I want to see them all just flourish. I do. But I understand that this game will definitely test you. This game will definitely let you know who belongs and who doesn't. This is a man's game. You know what I'm saying, this is a man's game. This is what it's all about, like the gridiron. You know what I'm saying? You ain't going to get nothing free here. Mikey even said it in his press conference, like, look, everybody should stink. Everybody should stink. Ain't nobody perfect. But just because you ain't perfect don't mean you rest on your morals. You strengthen your weaknesses. You strengthen your weaknesses and keep doing the things that got you there. Stay steady in your strengths and strengthen your weaknesses. That's what you got to do. You're strong as a bull. but your get off slow. Work on your get off. Work on your get off. Then next week, move it to beating double teams. That's how you become better. You got to find that one thing that you're not very good at, strengthen it while still honing what you already are strong at. Then finding the next thing you're not as strong at and honing that too. You have to. You have to, or you won't survive in this league. You won't. But yeah, that's all I really got for y'all, man. Oh, well, one more thing. One more thing. One more thing. One more thing. I'm sorry. One more thing. A successful season for Dak is wins. He's right. Wins. What I don't understand is why Vegas is disrespecting Dak so much. Like he can't go out there and win 9 games with just his arm. Let's not forget 2023, we did not have the greatest run game. 2023, I believe Tony Pollard had 30 yards less carries, 30 yards less in carry and yardage than he did last year. He had 10,070. He had 1,079 last year. He had 1,049 the year before. He was tied with DeAndre Swift, or I think Swift got him by like 60, 70 yards. We did not have a strong run game. Remember, we didn't have Zeke. Remember, we didn't really utilize Rico Dowdle like that. We really didn't. Remember, Hunter Lipke fumbled the ball against Miami. Remember, we really did not have that great of a run game. We didn't. But Dak threw for over 4,500 yards. Dak still led the league in touchdowns. And we still went 12-5. Well, Dak's got another receiver now. Hopefully, with the coaching that we have, we have a better run game. That's going to open up the door. Don't be disrespecting my guy, man. Don't be disrespecting my guy. Like, are all quarterbacks perfect? No, not at all. Not at all. Do I want Dak to go out there like, all right, I got to throw 350 in order to win this game? No, I don't think Dak should have to carry this team. I think at this juncture in his career, I think it's now time for his team to carry him. That's what I think. I think he's deserved that much, especially for what the lack of things that the front office has done, for the lack of preparation by the coaches, even by the personnel. Like, I'm not even going to sit here and act like the players are immune. They're not, because they're the ones on the field. They're the ones on the field throwing the touchdowns, throwing the interceptions, causing allowing touchdowns, or getting interceptions, or causing fumbles, or allowing 277 plus yards to be put up on you. You know what I'm saying? Like, the players are accountable as well. But in order for things to be running smoothly, seamlessly, and perfect, you need it from everywhere, top to bottom. Top meaning your ownership, front office. Bottom meaning your kickers, your returners, the blockers, your practice squad, because they matter too. They're a practice squad for a reason, because they're scout looks. Hey, we got to play Jackson Dart this week. You know what I'm saying? I want you to move like Jackson Dart. I want your offense I want this team to line up as if you're the Giants. Scouting looks. You need that. You need that. From the defense to the offense, you need that. So everything from the top to the bottom has to work seamlessly. And if it doesn't, you're going to have more 12-5 seasons and getting blown out in the playoffs. Or you're going to be the Pittsburgh Steelers who get there and just can't get past the first round. Or you're going to be the Cleveland Browns and never do shit. Like, you got to look at it. It has to work from top to bottom. You want to know why the Eagles have been successful? Because the front office is doing their job, which means the coaches are doing their job, which means the players get to do their jobs, top to bottom. I'm tired of talking about the Eagles. I'm not going to keep regurgitating it. But yeah, that's pretty much what I got, man. I mean, I just want everybody to be 1% better. Not just the players, not just our team, all of y'all. I want all of y'all to be 1% better every day. You know what I'm saying? Brody, if you got an issue, if there's something plaguing your mind, find somebody to talk to. The biggest killer in men is self-deletion. That is the biggest killer in men. We make up the bulk of the judicial of the jail system. We make up the bulk of that. Men. We make up the bulk of that. We make up the bulk of alcoholics, drug abusers. We make up the bulk of these things. Mental health awareness is real. It is real. If you need to talk to someone, I don't care who it is, find somebody that you're very close to that you can trust with every fiber of your being and unload. A real man is not going to look at another man who's going through something so detrimental to themselves that he's just not going to listen. That's crazy. That's crazy. Us as men, we deal with so much in this world. We really do. We deal with so much on a daily basis. And all we really need is someone who will just listen. If you can find that person, if you have that person, I implore you. I deeply implore you, talk to somebody. Because the last thing I want to see is turning on the news when my wife turns on the news in the morning and seeing another man self-deletion, another man going into prison because of a bad decision that he made because something crazy happened and he lost he lost a bit of himself at that moment. That's the last thing I want. Or you're dealing with a loss. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate you. I appreciate you more than you know because we're all here going through this together. This is a journey. This is a journey. It may not be for long, but this is a journey. Let's try to take this journey the right way. Y'all be easy, man. This is the Cowboys. This is Hoodie Kush with the Basement Boys. Y'all be straight.